Hello everyone, I am Ashish Chore, Assistant Professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department in Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, Bhopal, and our today's topic is algorithm under the subject data structure. In this topic, we cover introduction of algorithm, characteristics of an algorithm, advantages and disadvantages of algorithm, algorithm complexity, analysis of algorithm, and asymptotic notations. Now, in the introductory part, an algorithm is a process or a set of rules required to perform calculations or some other problem solving operations, especially by a computer. The formal definition of an algorithm is that it contains the finite set of instructions which are being carried in a specific order to perform the specific task. It is not the complete program or code, it is just an logic or solution of a problem which can be represented either as an informal description using a flowchart or pseudocode, or an algorithm is a procedure or formula for solving a problem based on conducting a sequence of specified action. Now, characteristics of an algorithm. There is some characteristics of algorithm: well-defined outputs, well-defined inputs, finiteness, feasible, language independent, etc. Then input. An algorithm has some input value. We can pass 0 or some input value to an algorithm. Output. We will get one or more output at the end of an algorithm. Unambiguity. An algorithm should be unambiguous, which means that the instructions in an algorithm should be clear and simple. Finiteness means an algorithm should have finiteness. Here, finiteness means that the algorithm should contain a limited number of instructions. That is, the instructions should be countable, that is, it should not end up in a infinite loop. Language independent. An algorithm must be language independent so that the instructions in an algorithm can be implemented in any of the language with the same output. Feasible. The algorithm must be simple, generic, and practical, such that it can be executed upon with the available resources. It must not contain some future technology or anything. Effectiveness. An algorithm should be effective as each instruction in an algorithm affect the overall process. Now, advantages and disadvantages of algorithm. Advantages: number one, it is easy to understand. Next, algorithm is a stepwise representation of a solution to a given problem. Next advantages: in algorithm, the problem is broken down into a smaller pieces or steps. Hence, it is easier for the programmer to convert it into a actual program. Now, disadvantages of an algorithm. Writing an algorithm takes a long time, so it is time consuming. Branching and looping statements are difficult, so in algorithm complexity, it is very important. The performance of the algorithm can be measured in two factors. Number one, time complexity. The time complexity of an algorithm is the amount of time required to complete the execution. The time complexity of an algorithm is denoted by the big O notation. Here, big O notation is the asymptotic notation to represent the time complexity. The time complexity is mainly calculated by counting the number of steps to finish the execution. Time complexity of an algorithm refers to the amount of time that this algorithm required to execute and get the result. This can be normal operations, conditional, if-else statements, loop statements, etc. Second, complexity is space complexity. Space complexity of an algorithm refer to the amount of memory that this algorithm require to execute and get the result. This can be for input, temporary operations or outputs. An algorithm as space complexity is the amount of space required to solve a problem and produce an output. Similar to the time complexity, space complexity is also expressed in a big O notation. For an algorithm, the space is required for the following purpose: to store program instructions, to store constant values, to store variable values, to track the function calls, jumping statement, etc. Now, analysis of algorithm. Generally, we make the three types of analysis, which is as follows. Number one, worst case time complexity. For an input size, the worst case time complexity can be defined as the maximum amount of time needed by an algorithm to complete its execution. Thus, it is nothing but a function defined by the maximum number of steps performed on an instance having an input size of n. Average case time complexity. For an input size, the average case time complexity can be defined as the average amount of time needed by an algorithm to complete its execution. Thus, it is nothing but a function defined by the average number of steps performed on an instance having an input size of n. Now, next one and last, best case time complexity. For an input size, the best case time complexity can be defined as the minimum amount of time needed by an algorithm to complete its execution. Thus, it is nothing but a function defined by the minimum number of steps performed on an instance having an input size of n. Next one is asymptotic notation. Asymptotic notations are the mathematical notations used to describe the running time of an algorithm when the input tends towards a particular value or a limiting value. For example, in bubble sort, when the input array is already shorted, the time taken by the algorithm is linear, that is best case. But when the input array is in reverse condition, the algorithm takes the maximum time to short the element, that is worst case. When the input array is neither shorted nor in a reverse order, then it takes average time. These durations are denoted using asymptotic notations. I think it is clear to all. Now, number one is big O notation. Big O notation represents the upper bound of the running time of an algorithm. Thus, it gives the worst case time complexity of an algorithm. See the diagram of big O notation. It is very important. Now omega g of n equal to f of n, there exists positive constant c and n0 such that 0 is less than or equal to f of n is less than or equal to c into g of n for all n is greater than or equal to n0. Let's understand by the example f of n equal to 2n plus 3 and g of n equal to n. Now we have to find f of n for omega g of n. To check f of n equal to omega g of n, it must satisfy the given condition. F of n is less than or equal to c g of n. It must be satisfied this condition. Now first we will replace the f of n by 2n plus 3 and g of n by n. So the condition is 2n plus 3 is less than or equal to c of n. Let's assume c equal to 5 and n equal to 1. Then c 2 equal 2 into 1 plus 3 is less than or equal to 5 into 1. That is 5 is less than or equal to 5. So for n equal to 1, the above condition is true. If we change the n value, n is equal to 2, so 2 into 2 plus 3 is less than or equal to 5 into 2. So 7 is less than or equal to 10. So for n equal to 2, the condition is true. Now in this both example, we understand that f of n is less than or equal to c dot g of n. So condition is satisfied. So we can say that f of n equal to omega g of. Now omega notation. Omega notation represents the lower bound of the running time of an algorithm. Thus, it provides the best case complexity of an algorithm. Understand this diagram. This is very important. Their lower bound is c dot g of n is always be down with respect to f of n after the n tends to 0 point. Now omega g of n equal to f of n, there exists positive constant c and n0 such that 0 is less than or equal to c g n is less than or equal to f of n for all n is greater than or equal to n0. If f of n and g of n are the two functions defined for positive integers, then f of n equal to omega g of n, as f of n is omega of g of n, or f of n is on the order of g of n. If there exists constant c and no such that f of n is greater than or equal to c dot g n for all n greater than or equal to n 0 and c is greater than 0. Now let's consider the example. If f of n equal to 2n plus 3 and g n equal to n. If f of 1 equal to omega g of n, it must satisfy the condition f of n is greater than or equal to c dot gn. To check the above condition, we first replace the f of n by 2n plus 3 and g of n by n. 2n plus 3 is greater than or equal to c into n. Suppose c equal to 1, then put the value 2n plus 1, 2n plus 3 is greater than or equal to n. This question will be true for any value of n starting from n. Therefore it provides the g of n is big omega of 2n plus 3 function. Now next one is theta notation. In theta notation includes the functions from the above and below. Since it represents the upper and the lower bound of the running time of an algorithm, it is used for analyzing the average case complexity of an algorithm. See the diagram, it is very important. C1.gn, it's the lower bound. C2.gn, it's the upper bound with respect to f of n. So f of n equal to theta g of n. The above condition is satisfied only if when C1 dot gn is less than or equal to f of n is less than or equal to c2 dot g of n, where the function is bounded by two limits, that is upper and the lower limit, and f of n comes in between. The condition f of n equal to theta g of n will be true if and only if c1 dot gn is less than or equal to f of n and c2 dot gn is greater than or equal to f of n. So I think everyone is understand the algorithm and its subtopics. Thank you everyone.